Before we step into this moment of prayer, let God's word calm your heart and renew your soul tonight. Isaiah 43-18-19 NIV. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. As this year slowly closes, your mind may still be carrying unfinished thoughts, unspoken worries, and moments you never fully released. Some memories linger. Some burdens followed you all the way here, and your heart may feel ready for a new beginning, while your mind still feels crowded. Tonight, we do not rush into the new year. We pause, we release, and we prepare our hearts gently. With a simple and honest prayer, we come before God. God, clear my mind and prepare my heart for the new year. Like this video as a quiet act of faith, and let this prayer reach someone who needs peace as this year comes to a close. God, as this year gently comes to its quiet ending, I come before you with a crowded and tired mind. So many thoughts have followed me to this moment, some unfinished, some unresolved, some quietly heavy. I feel the weight of months I have carried inwardly. Moments I never fully processed still linger within me. And tonight, I do not want to carry them forward. This year held both joy and unexpected disappointment. Some prayers were answered, others remained painfully silent. Some doors opened, others closed without explanation. I learned things I never planned to learn. I lost things I never thought I would lose. And my mind remembers more than my heart can hold. So before stepping into a new year, I pause here. I do not want to enter tomorrow mentally cluttered. I do not want old burdens shaping new beginnings. I do not want past disappointments defining future hope. Tonight, I ask for space within my thoughts. Space to breathe. Space to release. Space to trust. Not by force, not by denial, but by surrender. God, clear my mind as this year comes to rest. Gracious Father, help me gently lay down what belongs to yesterday. Memories that still stir emotion without invitation. Worries that followed me long after they lost purpose. Questions that no longer need my attention tonight. Teach my mind that it does not need resolution now. Teach my heart that closure is not always required. Let release feel safe instead of uncertain. Some thoughts have repeated themselves for months. They replay conversations, decisions, and missed chances. They remind me of what I wish went differently. They remind me of fears I learned along the way. But tonight, I choose not to rehearse them again. I choose not to carry mental noise into tomorrow. I bring every lingering thought into your presence. When my mind tries to organize tomorrow prematurely, gently draw it back into this quiet moment. Remind me that the new year does not require striving. It requires clarity, humility, and trust in you. Help me believe that you go before me already, that nothing waiting ahead surprises or overwhelms you, that my future is safer than my thoughts suggest. Faithful God, as this night holds the final hours of this year, I ask you to guard the doorway of my thoughts. Filter what enters my mind and what quietly leaves. Let gratitude remain without forcing cheerfulness. Let lessons stay without carrying unnecessary pain. Let hope rise without pressure or unrealistic expectation. Prepare my heart gently for what comes next. I release the urge to review every moment. I release the need to label this year a success. I release comparisons that stole my peace repeatedly. I release the belief that I fell behind somehow. Tonight, I rest in your timing instead of my own. I trust that growth happened even when unseen. I trust that you are present in every season. As the calendar turns soon into something new, let my mind enter it lighter than before, free from mental clutter, free from constant reflection, anchored not in what was lost or gained, but in who you remain unchanged and faithful. Clear my mind, steady my heart, quiet my thoughts, and let this night prepare me for a new beginning. Loving Father, as this night deepens toward a new beginning, I feel my thoughts slowly losing their urgency. What once demanded attention now feels less loud. The constant inner commentary begins to soften. My mind no longer races to organize everything. It begins to accept rest instead of resistance, and quiet feels more welcoming than before. There are thoughts still waiting in the background, not loud, but persistent in their quiet return. They ask for understanding, closure, or reassurance. But tonight, I do not need to answer them. I allow them to exist without engaging them. I allow space between each passing thought, and peace begins to grow in that space. God, help me carry only what belongs in the new year. Not old fears disguised as wisdom, not disappointments disguised as realism, not habits of worry learned through survival. Teach my mind discernment instead of accumulation. Show me what to release without guilt. Show me what to keep without fear. Some thoughts were useful for a past season. They helped me cope, prepare, or protect myself. But seasons change, and so must my thinking. I no longer need constant mental vigilance. I no longer need to anticipate every outcome. I no longer need to rehearse worst-case scenarios. Tonight, I choose trust over mental control. As this year fades quietly into memory, help my mind loosen its grip on unfinished stories. Not everything needs explanation or resolution. Some things are healed simply by being surrendered. Let my thoughts rest where answers are incomplete. Let peace replace the need for certainty. Let faith hold what logic cannot. Faithful God, when thoughts try pulling me backward again, meet them with gentleness instead of correction. Do not shame my mind for wandering. Teach it patiently how to return to stillness. Let quiet become familiar, not uncomfortable. Let silence feel like safety, not emptiness. Let my mind learn a new rhythm tonight. I notice how my breathing changes as thoughts settle. Slower, deeper, less guarded than before. My shoulders release tension they carried unconsciously. My body follows where my thoughts lead. As my mind rests, my whole being follows. There is no urgency left in this moment, only calm preparing me for what comes next. I do not need to enter the new year perfect. I do not need complete clarity or direction. I only need a mind anchored in you, a mind free enough to listen and trust, a mind not crowded by yesterday's noise, a mind open to tomorrow's grace. Clear my mind and let peace guide me forward. Gracious Father, continue clearing what no longer belongs within me. Let mental clutter fade without resistance or fear. Let peace remain even when thoughts briefly return. Remind me that clarity grows over time. That renewal is a process, not a moment. That you are patient with my inner world, and that this night is part of that work. As this year comes to its final rest, I rest with it mentally, emotionally, fully. I release the need to carry everything forward. I trust you with what I leave behind. I trust you with what lies ahead unseen. Prepare my mind for a new beginning, and let calm remain as I rest tonight. Gentle God, as the night grows quieter around me now, my thoughts begin settling without resistance or effort. The noise that once filled my inner world softens. Mental urgency loosens its grip on my awareness. I no longer feel pulled in many directions. There is space forming where clutter once lived, and that space feels calm instead of empty. I notice how stillness no longer feels threatening. It does not demand answers or explanations. It simply allows me to exist without pressure. My mind does not need to rehearse tomorrow. It does not need to revisit what already passed. This moment asks only for presence and trust, and I am learning to give it both. Lord, thank you for staying patient with my restless thinking. Thank you for not rushing my clarity or peace. As my awareness softens, remain near and steady. Guard my thoughts from returning anxiety or fear. Let my mind rest without monitoring itself. Teach me that silence is not neglect. It is preparation for what comes next. Some thoughts may surface again briefly tonight, not because I am failing, but because I am human. When they do, help me meet them gently, without judgment, frustration, or self-correction. Let them pass without demanding attention. Let calm remain beneath every passing thought, steady, patient, and unshaken. Faithful God, I release the habit of mental self-protection. I no longer need to stay alert to feel safe. You are watching over me in this quiet. You are holding what my mind cannot manage. I do not need to carry everything alone. I do not need to think my way forward. I trust you to guide me step by step. As this year reaches its final quiet moments, let my mind release its unfinished loops. Some questions will be answered in time. Some worries will lose relevance by morning. Some burdens were never mine to carry. Help me leave them here without regret. Help me enter the new year unburdened. I feel my body responding to this mental rest. Breathing deepens without conscious direction. Muscles soften, tension loosens, awareness fades. The connection between mind and body settles. There is no urgency left to resolve anything, only the gentle unfolding of rest and trust. And that is enough for tonight. Gracious Father, clear my mind as awareness continues softening. Protect this quiet you are forming within me. Do not allow fear to interrupt this peace. Let my thoughts remain light and unguarded. Prepare my inner world for a new beginning, not with pressure, but with grace, not with noise, but with clarity. As sleep approaches naturally and without force, I release myself from mental responsibility. I do not need to listen or respond anymore. Your presence continues beyond my awareness. This night is held securely by you. My mind is safe to rest fully, and I enter the new year in peace. Faithful God, as this prayer gently comes to its close, my mind feels quieter than when I began. Not because every thought disappeared, but because I no longer feel ruled by them. The weight I carried loosens its hold. The noise that followed me through this year softens, and my inner world feels lighter in your presence. Tonight, I do not step into the new year rushing. I do not carry unfinished thoughts forward by force. I release what no longer belongs in tomorrow. I leave behind mental clutter, regret, and fear. What needs time will receive time. What needs healing will be held by you. I enter what is coming with trust, not tension. Lord, clear my mind as I rest through this night. Do what I cannot do while awake. Quiet patterns of worry I learned over time. Renew my thinking gently, without pressure. Prepare my heart and mind for what is ahead, not with anxiety, but with clarity. Not with noise, but with peace. As sleep arrives, I surrender awareness fully. I stop monitoring my thoughts and emotions. I stop preparing for what I cannot control. This night is not asking anything from me. It is a gift of rest before new beginnings, and I receive it without resistance. Remain near through every hour of this night. If I wake briefly, meet me with calm. If sleep comes deeply, guard it completely. Let my mind stay clear and undisturbed. Let this transition into a new year feel safe, held, guided, and covered by your care. I rest now, trusting you with what comes next. My mind is clear, my heart is ready, and I sleep in peace. If this prayer helped clear your mind tonight, you may support us by liking this video and subscribing. Your support helps these prayers reach others who want to enter the new year with peace and clarity. May the Lord guard your mind, renew your thoughts, and prepare your heart for the year ahead. Amen.